Welcome to Youth in Agriculture. My name is Marion Munyaunganga. Now, we had talked about rabbits some time back, and guess what? Today we are back again with that topic, but different farmer telling us about her experience. Her name is Mercy Monene, located here in Utawala, and she has so many rabbits, so many breeds, from Havana to New Zealand White, to Flemish, yes, Flemish Giant. She says it's not Flemish, it's Flemish. Meskie yo. Karibu sana kwenye show, and remember, if you want us to come to your farm, you can definitely tweet us, you can definitely DM us at @KTN_home_ at Marion_ the agri producer. Let's have a nice show, shall we? Karibu kwenye show.
Thank you so much.
You've talked about 3 breeds, or I have talked about 3 breeds. Look at me giving credit to myself. That is the Flemish Giant, that is the Havana, and New Zealand White. What are other breeds do you have?
We have New Zealand Whites.
I've mentioned it.
You mentioned that?
Yeah.
California Whites.
Definitely.
We have Checkered Giants. We have Dutch. We have, yeah.
And all other cute ones.
Just escaped my mind right now.
Yes. No problem. Okay, so now all these breeds, what directs the naming? Is it the fact that if it's California White, it has to be white? Or the Flemish Giant, it has to have Flemish eyes like that one over there. It has pink eyes.
So we have the breeds are named according to where they came from.
Yeah.
Most of them are, like we have California White, it came from California. We have New Zealand White, it came from New Zealand, and such other.
This place, a lot of development has happened. So many rabbits. Now, I'm curious, did you think of doing rabbits while you were young? Ama wendo ulikuwa unakimbiza sungura mjanja?
It's one of the things I wanted to do, but I didn't know where to start from and how to do it.
Yeah.
So when I was doing my urban farming, which is organic farming, some of the most important inputs that we use for our organic farming is the rabbit urine and rabbit manure.
Yeah.
But now I wondered, where do I get it from? And I thought, is it something that I can actually be able to have for myself? Because it was not going to be sustainable buying from other farms. So that is how I started my rabbit farm. And we started with 6 rabbits. And here we are.
Mkulima, before we go to the here we are part, now let me take you back a little bit from where you are a kid. Yes, were you a pet loving kind of child, or ulikuwa wale wa kambuzi kadogo ni rafiki yako? Rabbit. Yes. And tell us about it.
I love pets. I basically loved rabbits and baby goats. So that's they're so cuddly and nice, and portable and all that. In fact, my children have borrowed from that, and now they started adopting. They adopted a cat from the hood, which gave us kittens, and now our house is full of kittens. And
Are you serious?
But here we are. Yeah.
So,
I think they started. One of them started really, bringing it home, slowly giving it food, and this mother realized, Allah, this is a home where I can even. And now we have kittens in the house, which was not part of the plan, but here we are. We have kittens, we have rabbits, we have what? Yeah.
So I can imagine you are sneaking in some little baby goats to your mother. I was like,
now here we are. They are now bringing in things.
Why do you love animals?
One of the things that actually you get to learn a lot from animals.
Yeah.
You learn to be patient. You learn some of these things you learn. And you get to understand that when we have animals, there's some certain characteristics we get to learn from them.
Yeah.
Being patient, as you can see, all they need is love, attention, and food, of course.
But they're not paying taxes, so
that's the thing.
Yeah.
But how they pay for it is that we slaughter them when it's time to.
Are rabbits calm?
They are. Most of them are. But over time, some of them start having some certain characteristics when they get to a place and they realize, this is where I belong, this is, where I am.
Oh, so they feel comfortable and then they get to expose their realness.
Now they real. Yes, but most of them are calm. Yes.
Do they have personalities apart from being calm?
Yeah, they are. They are different.
Yeah.
Like when you look at the different breeds, you find that they have different personalities. Like there's a certain type, a Dutch.
Yeah.
I have the Dutch breed. Yeah.
From Germany.
From Germany, baby.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
they
my producer knows Germany, so.
Yes. So what happens is, it just, whenever you open the door just a little bit, it will open the whole door and then now it will just jump out. Getting it is drama.
Wow.
So I always ensure that whenever I have, all my Dutch breeds are normally very safely secured.
Is that something that Germans do? Or anyway, I'm trying to away from that. How do you know that the rabbits are not well?
Oh, they have signs and symptoms.
Yeah.
You can tell when they are sick, because normally they would be very active. When you come in the morning, when I come in the morning, they normally have this, they have this active self. They play around.
Like
they like
that
to jump
one.
around.
You see that one? Oh, wow.
You're talking about personalities? There we go. And yes, some will leave the door open and they won't even live there. They like to hop and jump around. They like to explore the environment. So that is why it has decided to blow the roof and just go right up there. Yes.
Oh no, my God. We are going to get into the housing in just a bit. But you're talking about something to do with breeds and personalities before I cut you short. Yeah. So, for example, the New Zealand breed, is it something that a farmer can start with when it comes to rabbit farming?
When someone wants to start rabbit farming, there are certain breeds you need to have.
Exactly.
And that is because of how prolific they are in terms of like how many they can give birth to.
Yeah.
And basically, what are you looking at as a farmer? How much? What are you looking at because for different farmers, like you'd find someone who wants to start with expectant mothers, because they have their housing in place, they have everything in place, they just need to start.
Yeah.
But there are some who don't know, how does it go, how to feed them and all that. So those ones, we advise them to start with the very small ones so that they can grow together.
Yeah.
By the time they start breeding, which will be at 5 to 6 months, then they are kind of comfortable with seeing a number of them. Because what happens is with rabbits, they give birth to around 8 to 12 kids.
Yeah.
So at any one time, you could be having one rabbit today, tomorrow you have 9. What do you do? And they need the care, the attention, the food, the water, the environment to be clean.
Yeah. What kind of house do they live in?
You can create, what we have done here, we have made self-cleaning cages. And the reason is that rabbits like cleanliness. If a place is untidy, they get sick quite often. So one of the things we do when we are doing rabbit farming, and especially now with our clients, we build cages for them. And we ensure that they are self-cleaning. Yeah. So we are able to collect the urine, collect the manure, and ensure that the place is always clean and dry.
When it comes to self-cleaning, I can see you have gutters there, and then there's a space where I believe the urine can drop, can pour to, can pour on, and also the drop-ins. Is that what you really mean by that?
Yes, it means that the rabbit needs a place that is clean, full of fresh air, and that means when you look at the cages, it should be able to absorb, remove all the poop, all the urine, and so the rabbit is always in a place that is clean and full of fresh air.
The house is also raised. Why?
Yes. Because of predators like rats, cats.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Now, the wire mesh on the windows, I can call them windows, of course. Apart from providing light to the rabbits, what other purpose is it for?
Rabbits need a lot of fresh air, like human beings. And this is because their urine normally has a lot of urea, and it's very the smell. If you were to get here in the morning, I know you'd be like, no, we can't get in there.
But why? This is money.
I know. I mean, not everyone is used to that kind of a smell. You get in and the first thing that hits you is that strong smell. So what happens is we have to ensure that it's always clean. So if they don't have a clean and a place that is full of fresh air, they really struggle.
Yours is a house inside a house. And then your floor, of course, it's cemented. Is there a specific reason for that?
So rabbits normally require a clean place. And one of the ways to ensure that the cleaning work will not be so hard is to ensure that from the housing, it is self-cleaning. to the main house where they are housed away from the dogs, predators like dogs, snakes, rats, and all this.
Oh, back to that point.
That
again.
is, yeah, you have to ensure that they are safe from the environment and also from other predators.
I really like to know about their feeding. What exactly do they eat? Is it the pellets, or is there a supplement like the grass that we have seen you give them? But we are just about to go on a short commercial break. Remember, today we are all about rabbit farming with Mkulima Masi Monene, who is located here in Utawala. More to come, including feeding, including the diseases that she has touched a little bit on the first part, and of course the